Hi YouTube, everybody, boys and girls. I am going to start a few series of video tutorials in order to familiarize with you a very good Laravel backend admin. That means if you want to do an administration at the backend, you can use this super admin panel. This is called Laravel admin. I will provide the link at the description so that you can come to this website and you can use this. But one thing I want to show to you is that, can you see at the top here, most are written in Chinese. If you can read Chinese, well and good. If you cannot, no worries, because most of the documentation is in English. I think the originator for this Laravel admin are from China, but the package is very super and nice. So let me first of all install a new Laravel application. So how do we do that? We do Laravel new, and then whatever the name of the application. I am at my GitHub. I am using WAM server at www. So we will do this command now. So let me name this as Lara _admin. So it keeps installation. Let's pause this video and we'll come back once the installation is complete. Okay, installation has been completed. So we cd to lara_admin, and let me clear the screen. I'm going to open Visual Studio Code Editor with code.command. So I'm here. You can see all the Laravel files in the framework are available here. We straight away go to .env, and then database I defined as lara_admin. So that is the database, and then here you can put http localhost 8000. That's where we will be getting this Laravel served. So we are going to change app URL to this. Okay, so that's the basic configuration we will be doing here. Of course, my username is root and password is null or nothing. So how do we proceed with this Laravel admin panel? So let's look at the documentations. Here you can see how do we install. So we click the installation. What they say is composer require n core Laravel admin. This command we had to type it at our git bash. Remember, you had to change to the working directory, which is lara_admin for me. So I installation with this one, composer require. Once that is done, we had to do this vendor publish. So we will wait for this, and this documentation is a very exhaustive documentation. You can go through that. How do you customize everything? How do you define anything in controller model, etc. They have defined here. So it's a very good documentation. So we are waiting for the updating to happen. Okay, it's installing this admin. My version is 1.8.16, and of course my Laravel version is the latest one, which is Laravel 8. As you can see here in my composer.json, you can see my Laravel is Encore Laravel framework. Can you see here? It's 8.65. Today is 28 November 2021 and the latest version is 8.65. That's what it's saying. So the point I want to hit here is that Laravel admin 1.8 is compatible with the latest framework of Laravel. Okay, so now we have done this. We go back to our Chrome browser and then we were at the installation. We are supposed to do this vendor publish. So let's do a vendor publish. Okay, it is published, and then we have to do this admin install. So let's try that. So there is a connection error happening 1071. So for that, if you Google, you will find a fix. So let's copy this and see how we can fix this one. I am opening another tab and let's Google it up. So what they are telling is you have to go to okay, there is one solution here which I think is this one. Let's see. There is 36 answers here. Let's see what is the answer is better. I think this should work. Let's try this. We have to go to app service provider, control P, app service provider, and then we have to include this class. Once we include, we have to do the schema. At the boot. So I done that. I can close this. And meanwhile, I had to go to my database and look for these two tables. I had to delete that, drop it. Once it is dropped, we try this migration command again. Yeah, it's migrated. So that was the fix for this issue. So I go through errors which I am facing as well. So the fix has been done. Everything has been installed. We go back to this documentation and then getting started. We go to getting started and quick start. Okay, quick start. First command what they are telling is to add a controller. So we will copy this and let's try it out. There's a double slash there. Let's try to copy and see. Remember there's a double slash here. So let us make it like we don't want user controller. We will use like news controller. So we can put model is news. Enter. Model does not exist. Why it does not exist? Because we did not define a news table. So what we can do is we can go to Laravel, make a table and model. So what we can do here is that how do we create a table? You can look here. Okay, let's do one more time. So here what they say is that PHP artisan make model post, and then once we did that, we will have to generate a table. So how do we generate a table? We can do like this. Okay, so let's go ahead and put it as news. So model created successfully together with the migrations. Can you see that? Okay, the migrations table has been created, and then we come back to our Visual Studio Code editor, and then somewhere here in the database you will see migrations, and then the last one should be the news. So there we can say dollar table. We will say like title of the news, title bracket. Okay, for that also you can do like this. Table text. Table text is title, and then you can have one more field. Table text will be DSCPR, description. DESCPR. Okay. So now we can try to do a migration and see. PHP artisan migrate. Why PA for me? Because I have made a shortcut for that. So there is an issue here. It is telling that let's read the error and see. Undefined property blueprint at C. So let's go to the documentation, and we can do something like Laravel. We can say what we want to do is model builder. So we can click here and we can see here let's look at model migration table. Okay, so my syntax was wrong, that's why it is showing like this. So let's copy a particular syntax and then let's go in here. So I should have done like this. Title, and I will delete this. Okay, I'll delete this. Here I am trying to show not a ready-made video for you guys, just to familiarize with you, because if you focus in syntax you won't learn a lot. Syntax is readily available in Google and all, so you can Google like what I am doing, DESCPR, and then let's replace this string to a text. So now it should be okay. Let's try to migrate again. Okay, it migrated, and then if you look at this, localhost structure on the Lara admin. There are many tables came in already. So one more table is our news table. The structure is showing as ID, title, which is text, description is text, created and updated was the timestamps. So that is automatically done by Laravel. So no worries, we have completed everything now. So if we look at the models, we got news model here. It's a very simple model. And then most important thing is how do we create an administrator news controller. So let's go into this. Okay, let us go into this add controller. Okay, they are giving add controller. So remember we need the double slash here. So admin make news controller and then app news. NEWS. So model does not exist. Why? Because in Laravel 8 they have put models inside another folder called models folder. So we had to do like that. We had to add in the folder MODELS, enter. So you can see the news controller was created successfully, and then what they are telling is you add a resource news to this place. Okay, so we will do that. So I want to familiarize you with the structure. If you come to the app, there is an admin folder created by the Laravel admin, and then you have the news controller here. So this is the main controller that will be used for the backend. For front end, we will create another news controller as usual in our HTTP controllers folder. So please don't confuse with these two folders. This is our working folder and this is our backend folder. So whatever is showing as admin is the backend folder. Whatever is showing as HTTP, that is our working folder where we have to create controllers. I think it's already created here, so not an issue. So let's have that controller already there. So remember it was telling us to add this router to our app admin routes. So again there are two routes here, not to confuse. This route is for backend route. So we just add in this router resource news controller class. Okay, this is for the backend, and then for the front end, of course, we have the routes here. As usual, we have web and API. Okay, this is our working routes folder, and this routes is for admin. So they have defined a few views here for us ready-made. So let's look at it first. News controller. First, they are defining a grid. So the grid is used to show the list views, and then followed by the details, which is usually for the show. So it's just a basic CRUD commands, but in their own style, they have defined form for giving any inputs or updating this. So let's look at the backend. So how do we go at the backend? Are we running the server? Not yet. So we have to run the server. For me, it's serve, a short form. And then let me go to the Opera browser and I'm going to click localhost 8000. So the Laravel is being served. So what you can do is you have to go for admin, and let's try to log in with admin as username and admin as password. Yes, that was it. Admin and admin. That's a ready-made inbuilt program password they have given. So this is your friend first opening page you will see. Of course, if you go through details, you can see a lot of extensions and then dependencies, everything they are listing here. And what is the version of the PHP? What is the Laravel version is 873.2. Everything is able to detect. This is how you'll see a healthy board, dashboard. And then you can see here admin. So let's make a menu. So menu is news menu. So here you can choose any icons you want. So let's simply choose this Apple icon, and input URI is you have to put like /news, because if you look at our routes here in the admin, it was a resource path, and then I think we should be enough to say news. So let's try that. News roles and permission you no need to touch now. So if I click at the news and you can refresh. So I put new menu. I had to put news menu. News menu. So this is how you update the title. So news menu. And if I click this, yes, I am able to see something here. Okay. So the thing is, let's go through creating something. Let's say if we don't want to see created ad and updated ad, what we can do here is let's go to news controller and let's comment this out. So I commented and saved it. I come back here and refresh. You can see those two dates are gone. So ID, title, description and action. So what we can do is I will show you how to do a seeding. Again, let's go and do a Google Laravel DB seeder. How do we do that? Okay, maybe we do this. Go to this website. Let's see. How do we do that? Let's wait for it to load. So the first command that we need to do is create the seeder. It's still loading. Or the CSS didn't show that, I don't know. So never mind. We just copy this PHP artisan make seeder. Okay, let us go to this one. We stop the server for a short time. Paste this PHP artisan make seeder news table seeder. Enter the command. Seeder is created successfully. So where it is created, you have to look for database seeds and then for that file already. So database seeders, news table seeder has been created. So come back, and then what we can do, we can copy this. Let's paste somewhere here because the CSS is a bit glitchy there, right? So what we are interested is this area. And then let's go and copy this, Control X. Let's put here. Okay, so we need to have our use app slash models slash news. That is what our model is looking like. So instead of user, we just change it to news. So this is the familiar for loop. We can do like title. Remember, title was there, title, and then finally we have this dscpr. Okay, so it's showing an error on string random. Let's see why it's the error. Okay, they didn't have any string random. Probably it's okay. So let's try that. So title and description we are going to do. We are going to insert 3 or 4 datas. Let's try. PHP artisan. No, it's not migrate. It is a command where we had to run the seeder this way. Paste. So here is db seed class news table seeder, NEWS news table seeder. And here if you look at the seeder name, news table seeder, it is news table data seeder. News table data seeder. Okay. So there is an error. Call to undefined function string random. So what we can do is we just simply go to this string random is it's not able to take, so we can do like PHP random string generate. It's just a simple PHP command. So PHP random string generator. So what we can do here is we can get a nice definition here. So we can do like random str. So probably that was the error. Sometimes this type of errors do come up, and don't forget to put the syntax random str. The comma should be there, random string. So let's try to run it again. So this time it's telling random string. So call to undefined function database seeders random string. So let us look again what went wrong. So probably this is not a ready-made function. So let's copy this as another public function. Okay, and then we can do this. So this is how you call a function, this with an arrow. So you studied one more thing, right? How to bring a function inside a controller or any seeder function or any Laravel base function. How do you bring a custom function? So database seeding is done successfully. If you go here, you'll be able to see browse, you can see there were 3 data which is automatically inserted by the seeder. And if we go to the Opera backend, you can see I refreshed already. Let's see, it's coming. It doesn't come because I did not put the server on. So once I put the serve and refresh, yes, I can see these 3 data already in. For example, description starts with HOO for the first field or record. So if you go to Chrome again and then look at my data here, it is HOO. So let's go and simply change it to, let's say, WP, the first few letters, or I'll just put Control A and I'll say welcome. So let's go ahead and change here and see. It's possible. And then if you want to do the editing, yes, it's possible. You can do welcome home, submit. Let's look at our database. This is the reverse way. We did at the back end and we are checking the database now. Welcome home, right? It's changed already. So now the question is, how are we going to use this data which is available at the back end? For example, I show here, I can see my data. Of course, I cannot edit it. You see, I click here, I cannot edit. If you want to edit, you click the edit and you can change anything you want. First, top news, right? And then I submit, and then I go for the list. I can see first top news here. So we will be seeing this in our next episode or next part of the presentation of my video. So currently we'll get a hard stop here so that you can digest this, you can refresh this, you can rewind the video and see also if you don't understand how to use this wonderful Laravel backend admin panel. And I am going to show you how you use at the front end using the Postman. Of course, I am not going to build up any front end pages or view pages for temporary. I will do a full project later. Currently, I'm going to show you how we will be able to visualize this data which we see at the back end at the front end using our own controller. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you like this video, it's very technical, you can subscribe to this video and the channel. Please press the bell button and support my videos. Meanwhile, I want to tell you that I am doing Zoom classes for beginners, advanced, and also industry workers who are working as engineers or data scientists in software companies. If you face any type of difficulties, please contact me. Let's hook up together through Zoom meetings and let us study something useful for you to build up your career. So if you want to become a full stack developer, you still can get my Zoom classes. I leave my social media, WhatsApp contacts all in the description tags, so you can contact me. It is wonderful to study together with somebody who has experience. This is my experience. I also studied from a lot of masters who have experience, and then the beauty thing is that you can reach to a very good level of software development if you follow and attend Zoom classes of some masters. So thank you very much for watching the video. Have a wonderful, great day. Bye bye till you see the next video. This is Kumar signing off.